Chris Riddle. I'm the CEO of Xcursion Pontoon Boat Company. We're sitting in our new FLX series. We just unveiled here at the factory, and we're building up here in our new factory in Kansas. And we wanted to show you all the new layouts and features we came up with here for 2020 model year. And sitting here behind our nice helm, and I'm going to show you something pretty neat here on this model. Looking at our new bed feature here. So what we've done here on the Xcursion FLX series, where a lot of companies are having one straight bench across here, we came up with an opposing flip seats, so the passengers can converse and sit in the boat as such. Facing forward here, you have a person sitting here laying back. You can talk with them, and we made it more of a kind of a three-piece boat, if you will. But back here, I'm going to show you something very neat with the storage of our boat. One thing about in the boating industry, boats in general, is there's not enough ample storage in a boat. Back here, not only do we have the bed in the boat, but we also came up with storage. Plenty of storage back here in the back. You have access to your batteries. We have two heavy-duty stainless steel hinges. We have two 90-pound gas shocks on here. Has a lot of structure for it. Come in here. We also have, optional for 2020, a stainless steel rail for the boats. You have a stainless steel gate. I'm 6 foot tall, so I give you an idea. Laying on this, a lot of the benches and beds are very small, so you can sit here. The passenger can actually sit here facing forward, and you can converse with them. Not to mention, what the rail does here for the consumer is if you have children, if you don't have a rail in the back, the boat is cannot be motorized or used underway while the motor's running. So what this has allowed is a boat that can be under power driving, and you can actually legally sit here. So this is our standard console, the FLX series. Pretty amazing console. We think we have the most advanced, most intelligent console standard in the industry. Now, one feature you're looking at on this console is a option. This is all standard equipment for our boats. This has an elevated helm for the driver. You have standard, you have marine mat in here standard. It has plenty of ample room here for the driver to get in and out of the console. The seat actually slides back. You have a nice switch panel here for your gauges. Not to mention, on your console, on your steering wheel here, you have a Goosey Italian steering wheel, and it does come standard with a cover. C-Star hydraulic steering. Every brand of motor we use is OEM specific on the key switch panels or their equipment. So in this case, you have Honda key switch panel. You have an RGB knob for your speaker lighting. It goes red, green, red, purple, blue, yellow, and so forth. You have a stainless steel drink cup holder here standard. And then moving over here, and we'll get more in detail here when we have the dash lit up. You have your OEM gauges for your engine here. This interfaces to the Simrad, which is a 7-inch flush mount Simrad. And this right here has your GPS, your navigation, all your underwater sonar on here. And then also standard on our boats, which is pretty awesome, is our Rockford Fosgate head units. These are all amplified head units standard. You'll see them on a lot of upper end boats out there, and we chose these options or equipment standard on our boats here for 2020. The boat does come with a full screen windshield, where some people aren't even offering that. We do have a full windshield that comes on here. Unfortunately, we have it bubble wrapped, getting ready for shipment. But it's a very nice windscreen, but it does finish off the console very nice. Also to mention, we have a glove box for your cell phone, keepsakes. You can put your wallet in here for the driver. It's out of the way. You have USB ports, 12-volt receptacle, standard. You have storage here on the side for suntan lotions, beach towels, or anything like that you want to put out of the way. And then also on the console here, This is a full fiberglass console. It has a full fiberglass door. All stainless steel hardware standard in here. Now this one's getting ready for shipment, but this actually has enough room. You can slide an ice chest inside here and have it out of the way. So everything on our console here, when we put brand specific motor on here, be it Honda, Mercury, Yamaha, Suzuki, or Evinrude, what we actually do is we actually do what they call a system check on all our equipment. So what that means is we actually bring the OEM brand of motor to the back of the boat. We system check everything on the Simrads and on the Honda OEM gauge in this particular case. So this comes in. This will actually read. We know the fuel tank if it's connected correctly. We know all the settings are dialed in for the Simrad on the Neiman 2000 hardware. You have here, the motor's not running right now, but what this actually does, this is your motor readings here. They interface into the Simrad. And then we come in here, we actually have, you have your echoes at your fish graph here. You have your GPS on this, and you can zoom in and out. And again, as I was showing here on the instrumentation, the interfaces, when the motor's running, your gauges will actually come on. You have in this case right here, it's ready for a trim switch setup, your battery switch, your fuel engine on your fuel, your tachometer, and when the motor's running, your miles per hour. You actually, in this case, you will have 2 GPSs, 2 fuel readings on here. So if you want to run your GPS on this one, you still have all your motor readings feeding through the 4-inch digital gauge here. And it makes boating very pleasurable, and the Simrad brand name out there is one of the most recognized names in the industry. It's been around for a long time, also in the saltwater industry. So we're using that technology in our boat standard. We use no analog gauges in our boats at all. This is something very big here that you'll see on motor yachts. On our consoles here, we do all our wiring's done very nicely. We had trained people from the aviation industry and other industries here that work at our facility in Kansas. You have your power assist pump. Your wiring is all connected together. It's tucked away. We don't have what I call a bird's nest back here. You have a NEMA backbone that interfaces all your equipment. You have a bus bar in here, and all Deutsche waterproof military connections standard on the boats. But this is one of our most impressible areas for the dealers. This model specific comes with 6 speakers, and we have 2 8-inch bazooka bass tubes in here standard. So you actually have an 8-inch bass tube in front of the console. That's your that's going to be your amplified bass tube, and underneath the seat here is an 8-inch bazooka passive bass tube. So as I was saying, there's no what I call a stereo upgrade. It comes standard with the bazooka sound system and with the bass tubes. Moving forward to the bow of the boat here, this is a standard table in the X5 series on Xcursion. You have wine glass holders here. You have 4 stainless steel drink cup holders also in the table standard. All our chases on our couches, on our bow couches here, have armrests. Go up and down. Drink cup holders again. These are our portable drink cup holders. These can be moved anywhere in the boat. You can put 2 here. You can put them in the back of the bed area back there. You can actually stick them inside the storage compartments, so they're out of your way. But they're very nice, and it's convenient. You can move those around for the passengers and everything. So we also have on the ski locker here. This is a 7-foot 4-inch ski locker. So down in here standard, that's the keys right there, but this goes all the way up towards the front. And then down in here, you have a recessed bilge pump that would be towards the back. That actually, if there's water ever was to get in the ski locker, and it pumps it out the side of the tube. It's out of your way. All powder coated finish, hammer powder coated finishing, etched king starboard lid, stainless steel hardware again. attention to detail in everything we do. Right now, the only two options in this boat that we so far have seen are going to be the ski locker and the two portable drink cup holders in here.